Number one, I became a 7 out of 10 copywriter. A superstar copywriter, in fact. So, a lot of people think that in order to land premium copywriting clients, they need to have a 10 out of 10 copywriting skills and this and that. But that's bullshit. That's bullshit. In order to become a 10 out of 10, you need to have 10 years of experience. You've probably heard about the 10,000 hour rule. So you need to put in 10,000 hours into something before you become a master at it. Okay? That's something that's called a lot in sports, in fighting, in this type of stuff. So becoming a 7 out of 10 copywriter isn't an easy as these gurus make it seem like. Okay? Because if you bought these courses, you've probably heard that if you want to graduate and start doing this and this, you gotta become a 7 out of 10 copywriter. And I was one of those copywriters. I graduated from one of these courses with a 9 out of 10 grade. Okay, that's what they told me. I was like, oh god, I'm such a good copywriter. I'm one of the best copywriters in the world. And then I started writing copy. I landed clients and started writing copy for them, only to realize that none of this shit worked. None of my clients were getting results. And I was losing clients. I couldn't retain any clients. And I was like, why? Why does this happen? Why does this happen? I'm supposed to be 9 out of 10 copywriter. Then I bought my first high ticket mentorship. I got my first one-on-one mentor. And I realized I wasn't actually 9 out of 10 copywriter. I was actually a 4 to 5 copywriter. A 4 to 5 out of 10 copywriter. And yeah. Now, I feel like I'd say I'm a good 7 out of 10. 7, 8 out of 10. That's all you need. Because the thing is, most people think you need to be the best. You don't gotta be the best. You just gotta be a 6 or 7 out of 10. If you're that, you're better than not only 99% of them, but you're actually at the top. Because what do the 9 out of 10 copywriters do? They're not writing copy. They have their own offers and they're doing other stuff. They're doing offer scaling. They're doing other stuff. They're not focused on writing emails. They're not focused on this. So if you're a 6, 7 out of 10, you're already at the top of the food chain. That's what I would suggest. Now, another thing I did is become a full stack copywriter, which is what I said earlier. So I'm not just a copywriter who's writing emails. Okay? It's very easy to get your job taken by somebody else who's doing more stuff. You don't want to be just a copywriter who's writing emails. If you're just writing emails, you're doing one thing. I personally do everything when it comes to copy. I do sales pages, I do landing pages, I do... What else? I do VSLs, I do ads, I do everything. I'm a one-stop shop, if that's what they called. And that's why my clients trust me. I'm not a one-trick pony. I'm not doing just one thing. My clients can rely on me for everything. Okay? And that's what they want. They don't wanna have 7 copywriters, one for emails, one for sales pages, and one for whatever. They want one for everything. That's gonna help you. So the second thing I did to reach 10K a month is I became a marketing genius. And now, becoming a marketing genius isn't just about finding dream state, pain state, roadblocks, and all this stuff. Far from it. So if you're just writing promo, benefit oriented, and value emails, you won't get too far. Your income has a cap. It won't grow. It has a cap. So there are a lot more advanced marketing tactics than literally more than double my clients' sales. These things are stuff like audience awareness, which is something nobody talks about. It's buyer sequences, which nobody talks about again. Nobody is gonna talk about this in those bullshit courses or the free courses you're buying, you're watching. It's how to sell low ticket, mid ticket, high ticket offers, because these are different. You don't do the same thing. They're very different, and many more, which I show my mentorship student, by the way, if you wanna, yeah. But if you don't know this stuff, you won't be making money as a copywriter. In fact, you're just gonna be closing a few one-time projects, then you're not gonna be able to retain them because your copy isn't gonna be able to get them results, and you're gonna need to find a new client, and that's what happens. Now, another thing I've done is something called CRO, which stands for conversion rate optimization. And you usually do this type of activity in funnels. Okay? Whether that's sales pages, landing pages, upsells, downsells, cross sells, doesn't matter. If you learn this skill, you're gonna be able to land a lot of clients. And also you're gonna be able to upsell current clients or new stuff. And you don't need to be building the funnels. You don't need to be doing all of this stuff. For example, when I close a client for a funnel project, I hire somebody else to do it for me. I pay him a few $100 and that's it. And I just write a copy which I'm good at and I like, and yeah. Now the fourth thing I did to become a 10K month copywriter is learning about deliverability. So I'm in a mentorship right now which is filled with copywriters making 20K, 30K, even 100K a month. And one of the copywriters in there who's got an agency making around 50 to 60K a month, he's closing retainers for 6K a month for just one email a day, which is crazy. And he said learning the deliverability is actually a gold mine. It's what's gonna separate you apart. Because not many people know this. And when I say deliverability, I mean learning about how to set up the tech, which is the SPF, the DKIM, the DMARC. Then it's copy compliance, because you don't want to be using $signs and all this stuff all the time. You're gonna land in spam. And knowing how to segment the list, which contacts to email and some other stuff. So that's what I want you to learn. Now the fifth thing I did is learning about integrations and automations. In the past I've lost a 6K deal just because I didn't know how to do this. I had a client, an amazing client. I think from what I saw, he came second in the school games. If you don't know what the school games are you living under the rock? But yeah, we had closed the project for $6,000. It was writing a few emails, doing a few text automations, a few webinar registration things. And because I didn't know how to do the active campaign automations and integrations, I lost the deal. He hired somebody else who knew it, even though it was better at copy, of course. So yeah, you gotta be a full stack copywriter. Remember what I said, writing copy is not enough. So, and then the sixth thing I did is learning about email marketing. This expands a little bit from the section above. It's something I've already mentioned probably. It's segmentation, it's creating workflows and sequences, it's sending broadcast emails to the right contacts, it's collecting data and reports, revenue, all this stuff, putting everything in a Google Sheet, sending it to the client. And that's basically email marketing. It's not just about email copywriting. You gotta be full stack. Remember this. Okay. Now when it comes to all this techie stuff like integrations, automations, and even building funnels, you don't have to do this. I don't do this most of the time. Usually just outsource that work. Do the work you want to do and outsource the work you don't want to do. And that's what's going to separate you apart. So yeah, if you found any value from this, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.